Hi, Miguel Custodio is a trial attorney, and Tracy Waldorf, former FBI CIA agent and an adjunct professor. Miguel, let me go to you. What do you think so far of the trial? The jury right now listening to this testimony, a lot of people have opined the defense is scoring a lot of points here. Thoughts about that or this witness?
Well, I really think that the defense is gaining some ground in this case. One of the things that really strikes me about this case is just the little theatrics that's going on with the defendant. His body language, his conversations with one of his attorneys. It just seems that needs to get toned down quite a bit. But overall, I think the prosecution has been making some missteps throughout this trial so far, and I'm very curious to see how it's going to unfold.
Yeah, Miguel, exactly. Are you going to score points with this? Now, I'm only talking to our trial aficionados out there and some of the lawyers that watch the show and those who are interested in the tactics. There's tactics involved here. You could just look at this woman's face and know you are dealing with the real deal, okay? You do not want to get in that cage with that lady. She's listened to these look at her. She is listened, she's nonplussed. She's listened to these kind of questions before, and then the defense attorney winds up showing she doesn't even know where she worked previously. Who looked like the fool here?
Well, here's the thing. This lady has testified, according to her, more than 1,000 times. So I totally agree, Bob. You definitely don't want to get into the cage with her at all if you're an attorney. That being said, I personally thought that the defense did a decent job of just making her seem like, hey, all you're coming up here and testifying for is just to show that information was collected. You can't really get to talk about, identification of towers, tower signal strength, when the tower with the stronger signal picks up the call as opposed to the closest one. So I thought they kind of did a decent job of that. They're like, okay, so you don't know that. You don't know that.
Fair enough, but also she wasn't called for that reason. So you cross-examine a witness about a subject matter she wasn't called. I would expect there's going to be witnesses that are going to tie that in, and she just looks at him with that like, that would be an engineer. I mean, I don't know. I just, just because you can ask a question doesn't mean you should, guys, okay?